from Perennials at Fairview, and today I'm going to talk to you about planting containers with evergreen perennials that will look great all throughout the fall and the winter and into the early spring. There's a huge selection, believe it or not. Let's see where to start. For your thriller, if you want to follow the thriller, filler, spiller rule, that would be your tallest or most interesting plant in the container. And we've got a few things that are tall and interesting. For starters, this is a corkscrew rush. Yes, it's going to stay green all winter. It's going to grow too, quite large, but this is definitely a conversation piece. Also, we've got a couple of upstanding sedges here, or carex grass. This one is called cappuccino, and this one here is called red rooster. So once again, your tallest or most interesting plant in the container. Fascetera. Don't be fooled by how little and cute this guy looks now. These guys can grow quite tall, and it is a hybrid, a cross between a hedera, which is an ivy, and fascia. So this is going to stay green all winter, and it'll grow quite tall in your container. And then we've got some sweet flag here. This will stay green year round. This will also get a bit taller as well. Most of these plants do best in part shade to part sun. In early spring, that's not going to be an issue, but then when the weather really starts to heat up, you're going to want to move a lot of these out of the sun. But for now, these will all be fine in just about any kind of light this time of year, and in the winter as well. For your filler or your mid-level plant, first of all, I've got a couple of other carex grasses. These are not going to grow quite as tall and upright as the others, as you can see, but these will fill in a large pot quite nicely. And then of course we also have coral bells. Botanical name is heuchera. The leaves are their big claim to fame, so they come in so many colors. Buttered rum, fire alarm. And over here, these are in a smaller container, but they will grow to be the same size. Ooh, this one's called citronelle, and this one is called paprika. Then for your spillers, or your lowest growing plants in the container, for starters, we have a juga. This comes in so many different varieties and colors of leaves. This is normally in the ground, it's a spreading ground cover. However, in springtime, they bloom with beautiful purple flower spikes. Regardless of what color the leaves are, you'll get those purple flower spikes in the spring. As you can see here, once it reaches the edge of the pot, it starts to trail over the edge. So you've got a lot of choices. And once again, I'll remind you, these are all evergreen. This is creeping fig. This one here is solid, and this one's variegated. Excellent as a spiller in your pot. This is a variegated vinca major. This will bloom with a few little purple flowers in the spring, but mostly people buy these for the long streamers it creates in either a hanging basket or a pot. And I have this as a spiller in my own pots at home, creeping wire vine. I just love the way it feels. I love the way it looks. So this will fill in your pot and spill over the edges quite nicely as well. As you can see, you've got a lot of options for plants that are going to stay green all winter long. The key to keeping them happy and healthy in their pot is not to overwater them. A lot of these prefer to be a little bit to the dry side. So make sure your pot has plenty of drainage, water sparingly, and you're good to go.